Welcome to Ecuador Homestead. I know I look like a complete goofball with glasses on and hat on. I'm about to do some weed eating, but basically we're planting corn out here today and I'm going to weed eat this down. We're also working on the greenhouse that we have over here, so we're doing a lot of work. I'm gonna try to see if I can shoot a time lapse over here with my new GoPro, so we'll see how it works. Just got a GoPro, so we'll see how it works. So let's roll that. I just finished weed eating that. You're probably wondering why I weed eated it again. It was pretty low before I even did it. Well, when we're gonna plant this corn, when we plant it, we want the corn to be able to have a better chance of growing up. If it's higher, then it obviously the weeds may choke it out. So that's why I cut it down really low and fine. And this is the corn basically that we're gonna be planting. It's called Juvi corn or something like that. Basically, it's the corn for this area, and we're gonna try to plant this and see if it grows well. Actually, we've already planted some and it's growing fine, so we're gonna go ahead and plant some more, and we're gonna kind of stagger it so we have some coming in every week. And then my dad's over here working on the greenhouse. This is our greenhouse. We're gonna make a small one, and right now, and try to grow a few things in here. Maybe we'll make another later on in the future, but this is kind of what we're doing right over here out in the yard, out in the field right over here. And now let's get started planting the corn. There we go, we just finished planting all the corn, so hopefully they'll pop up and do well. I filmed that time lapse that you saw on the GoPro, so we'll have my new GoPro, so we'll have to see how that turns out. Hopefully it won't be too blurry or too have a lag or something, have problems. We'll have to see that in the edit. And here's how the greenhouse is turning out. It just rained just a little bit, and we'll probably get some rain in a minute, but looking pretty good. Now I want to go ahead and share with you some things that are going on the homestead, some things that are growing, so let's come along with me and I'll show you some things. So here's the papaya, looking good, and there is another one coming up over there. Some of the flowers fall off, some of them don't, it's kind of a hit or miss type of thing. And we have some other ones that are starting to get big and starting to produce flowers as well. Now another thing I'm really happy about is this pumpkin. Look, I mean, I don't remember how big it was when I showed you it the first time. I'll put it on the screen so now you can see how it was before last time I showed you and now. So this is huge. I mean, it's as big as my hand, bigger than my hand. So that's really exciting. We have a couple others as well. So we have this one right here. We had another one, but I think it fell off. Again, this is another thing. It's kind of like a hit or miss. Sometimes these buds will fall off before they even the flower opens. But once the flower opens, we have to hand pollinate them right away. Now this is the other one. This one is actually kind of a greenish yellowish one. It's actually like half yellow, half green. Interesting. It already flowered and we hand pollinated it, so that's looking good. It's probably going to, continue getting bigger. And actually this has been, the yellow has been moving over and over. So it'll probably be yellow, all the way yellow in maybe another week or so. And look at the tomatoes. This one's about ready to pick, and these are looking good as well. This is just a really big tomato. Look, it's all the way over there. We really need to take it and string it up and put it all the way to the top. It's way higher than me. This is the one tomato we've actually had success with. These are the big tomatoes. We've had a hard time growing big tomatoes here. The cherry tomatoes do great here, but the big tomatoes just don't do as good. That's why most people, when they grow big tomatoes here, they do it in greenhouses. So the majority of these right here, these tomatoes that you do see, are cherry tomatoes. This big corn right here is not the corn that grows here. This is actually another type of corn that we just feed to the chickens. I think the only reason it's really doing okay here is because of how well fertilized this bed is. We used to always throw out scraps in this area, so from the kitchen, so the tomatoes, everything pretty much loves this area right here. So that's why the corn is doing so well. And one thing I forgot to mention about the other corn that we just were planting, that corn is meant for this area. I think I said that, but you're probably thinking, hey, maybe you're planting that wrong, because we're just basically sticking it in a hole, taking a stick, sticking it in a hole, and just throwing 3 seeds in there and just going. And people, that's exactly how they do that. They don't fertilize it, they don't till up the soil, they don't do anything. Just a hole, stick it in, don't even cover it, and that's it. So that's this type of corn, and so we're going to see how it does, and then we'll continue planting more fields if that corn works. And look at the radishes. The radishes are doing good as well. They're just doing wonderful. Here's more of the corn that is planted that is for this area. We'll have to see how this turns out. I really hope this works, because again, if this works, it's going to be a very good substitute for our chickens' food. Well, actually, we only feed our chickens corn, so if we're able to grow corn, basically we don't have to worry about our chickens, and if everything falls apart, like it looks like the world is going to someday, then we don't have to worry about getting food from the store for our chickens. And it's always nice to see a good peppers here and there. This one may be a little bad, but I think it's fine. Nice. Anyways, I'm really starting to get encouraged with how everything's growing. Corn, we're getting corn, but basically the thing is, guys, you gotta grow what grows in your area. There's so many things that doesn't grow in this area, and that's one of the reasons why we're getting the greenhouse going, is because there's a lot of things that we can't grow that we want to grow, and we're trying to grow at least a minimum amount of those things in our greenhouse for us. And one of those things that don't really grow good here, planting them in the ground, is lettuce. And that's why I'm working on my hydroponic system, which I'm going to show you right now. Now again, this is just an experiment, and at the beginning it's just not been working very well. The reason is just I haven't been putting in the research and time to figuring out how to grow this. Finally, I figured out that you kind of need to put something more in the water, and except for just guinea pig poop. So I've just recently put something in the water, and hopefully they're going to do well. I just put it in actually today, and we'll see how they turn out. I don't know if you can see some of the roots. They're really small, so we'll have to see how they do. Maybe in a couple days they'll start jumping, since I put that fertilizer in the water. Now I'm in the chicken pen, or you could almost say the pig pen. It looks like a pig pen, man. It's just so muddy in here. But there are some good bananas turning out and looking good. We have some more coming. Here's another one looking really good. And this right here, you may be thinking, oh, this is a banana. But no, this is actually what we call a plantain. And it's looking like it's going to be done soon. The heart hasn't quite died, but it's getting really close. Sometimes we actually don't pay too much attention to the hearts on the plantains, because they tend to last a lot longer and don't really actually could be picked earlier. So you could pick them earlier on a plantain and not have to wait for the heart to die. And hi, how are you doing? This chicken's actually sometimes rather friendly, but I guess not right now. And recently, since we've been feeding the chickens corn, we've been buying the corn right now, but soon we hope to again grow our own corn. But since we've been doing that, we've actually had definitely a big uptick in egg production. I think we average, 8 eggs a day, so I'm not sure how many chickens we have. We don't have the chickens that lay every single day that are, you know, hybrid made to lay every single day. We have chickens that are kind of more closer to the you know, supposed to be chickens, and basically they kind of lay here, lay there, but still an uptick of 8 eggs is really good. And I think, what was it, 27 chickens or something like that we have, and so that's not that bad. Sometimes, you know, they don't lay, sometimes others will lay, you know, that's how that works. And then a problem one time we had was that the chickens would just not stop sitting. They would try to sit on the eggs, and we could not get them to stop sitting. Like, for example, we had one chicken that would just constantly sit on her eggs, and we'd take her eggs away, and then she would sit on nothing. Finally, we gave in, and we were like, okay, fine. Let's just give her 2 to 3 eggs and just let her sit. And finally, 21 days after, she hatched chicks. The problem is we had one chicken sit, and it inspired all the other chickens to start sitting. So we had all these chickens trying to save up eggs to sit. We'd have some escaping the fence, the chicken yard, to specifically lay an egg outside, and then she would just disappear. And then a little bit later we'd find out there's some more chicks. So, you know, that's kind of how that happened. A couple times that's why we try to make sure the chicken coop is very secure. So now's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully, you know, now that I got my GoPro, I've been talking about that. Somebody actually gave it to me, so I'm really grateful for the person that gave it to me. Hopefully now I'll be able to start doing some update in the bees. I haven't done anything in the bees in a long time, like 2 weeks I have not been in the bees, so I'm hoping they're okay. I think they are. So I'm going to go check them soon, and I'll probably bring my GoPro around on along and have it attached to my head, so then I can just don't have to worry about filming too much. Of course, you got to be careful not moving too quick, you know, turning your head too much, because, you know, it get blurry then. But hopefully I'll be able to bring y'all along for that, so I may have an update soon on the bees coming up as well. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you give a like, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Comment below, let me know what you thought about this video. Let me know what I could do to improve my video, and if you have any suggestions on what I could grow here in Ecuador, just pop it down in the comments below. Also, make sure to check out this video on the screen. This is my previous vlog, and if you enjoyed this video, chances are you're going to enjoy that one. Make sure to check that video out, and like, subscribe, comment below, and I will see you next time at Ecuador Homestead. Bye.